from the education of a TV station. But look around, here goes the sound of the record ball, boom and pound. When I shut them down, I shut them down, 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 shut them down.
Welcome to a new episode of Def Jam Plague Wars. In this episode, I will fight another new plague named Demetrius McVay. Now this one I've had on the back burner for quite a while. This guy I consider to be the worst of all the plagues due to the shit he did to me one day in high school. The morning of October 9th, 2002 is one I will never forget because this motherfucker basically decided to start shit with me for no reason. While at my locker, he kicked me in the rear end while another kid named Freddy was pitching pennies at me. However, Freddy was no major threat. I then tried to hit McVay with my book bag, but somehow he snatched it from me and started attacking me with it. No, I did not stutter. This bitch attacked me with my own book bag. Then we got into a brief but pretty rough scuffle, which ended by him flipping me on my head. Then my geometry teacher showed up, took us both to the dean's office. The dean had two juniors watch after me and stuff in order to make sure McVay didn't harass me again. At the same time, about 2 or 3 people made fun of the fact I had lost that fight. When classes ended that day, I showed my mother the big ass hickey that was on my head. She quickly turned around, went back to the school, and contacted Principal Doyle. I had explained to him what happened, and he said he was gonna have a police report filed against McVay. That evening, I talked to my friend Aaron about that incident, and he basically told me I should have stayed at St. Rita, my last high school. But I told him it would not have made any difference because the same shit could have happened there also. Later on that night when we went to the circus, my mother was basically telling me how I became a target for antagonists on the basis of how I act. What she missed, however, was that some people just like to start shit towards others for no reason. You need to blame them because they obviously began the trouble. At the time, that's what she had failed to understand, because it's not how I act that influences others' bad behavior towards me. It's them, because they're the ones that are troubled. Over the next several weeks, McVay continued to cause trouble. Not necessarily towards me, though. However, at one point shortly before Thanksgiving, he was talking to me like a fucking fool would, making threatening comments such as, "Consider me your enemy," and "You're gonna have nightmares about me." Just crazy ass demented shit. I wasn't really scared or terrified of him. Instead, I basically told him to fuck off and leave me alone. At the same time, other teachers were basically telling him to back off as well. But not long after that day, McVay ended up getting expelled, and other than the fact that another kid somehow knew what school he later transferred to, McVay was never heard from again. I found out he had been expelled after the dean told me, since McVay had been absent for at least 2 weeks. I told both my psychiatrist and art therapist about him, and they said he was a jerk and it was a good thing he got expelled. So now, more than 10 years later, McVay and I face off in the terror pit, and that's about it. This will probably be the only time I fight him, ever. Unless I have a reason to do so otherwise.
Hey yo, get ready for Assault and Battery 101. Y'all ready to see some fighting out there?
Hope you like the taste of my knuckles, chump.
Time to get up close and personal.
My money's on me, kicking your bitch ass all night long.
I'm gonna take your life and your money.
Woo, this gonna be a good one.
Time to hit the showers.
Nice. The end is near. Oh, it's gonna change everything. Come on, bust out your special, dog. Damn! Painful. Getting all mobilized. See you.
I'm waiting.
Alright, that was solid. Somebody's not thinking, huh? That was hot, man. One step ahead. There you go. I smell something cooking. Alright, it's time to end this, homie. What we just see there? Now this is going on. Are you ready to start something?
Hands up like it's a robbery.
You ain't looking so good.
I know y'all like that.
School out.
Using the
Mess
elements.
him up.
This is gonna
No
change
escape
things.
now.
Okay, the real fight is on. They're calling me.
The end.
Oh yeah, that was huge. Pull that trigger, this is it. This might be.
I will make sure your ass never sees the light of day again.
Oh, yeah.
Now die, you piece of shit!
While you down there, how about you shine my shoes?
Hey man, y'all might as well get out the smelling salts now.
Sit, Toro, sit. Good boy.